Yes. Back once again, Straight No Chaser, the podcast, live all over the world. We appreciate it. You know, once again, made it despite all obstacles. You know what I'm saying? This is the Straight No Chaser podcast. We appreciate you all for tuning in. We can be found on every podcast service out there, from iTunes to Spotify or wherever you get your podcasting entertainment. We're just four friends normally that are just trying to solve the world's problems, one drink at a time. We're glad that you joined us. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I just want to make sure that we all kind of check in. Fellas, what are we drinking?
All right.
I like it. We all wore black.
Yeah, for sure. Black is beautiful.
Hey.
Simpatico, son.
Terramana tequila, Blanco. So, I'm going to test it out.
Test it out.
Salud.
I'm doing Corona Extra.
Hey, it gets the job done. I'm a big fan of Corona. Corona is good.
Yeah, Corona good. With the lime, no, it's important. With or without the lime.
No, I don't. That's like taking shots with limes. I don't need it.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel you on the shots, but on the beer, the cerveza, I don't know. That lime does something else too.
Cerveza. Yeah,
it does something to it.
I'm good with this. And this Modelo Especial, not the Negra. Can't do that one.
You don't like the black?
In terms of the beer.
Right.
In terms of the beer.
Okay.
What you drinking, man?
Sangria. Red.
Oh, we all doing a little Spanish type of action tonight.
You know my adopted home country is Cuba. Have I told you that?
No,
you know.
Didn't know that.
Absolutely.
They got devastated by the hurricane.
Yeah, I go for Cuba in World Cup and the Olympics because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know y'all got like a country that you root for besides the U.S. Like for the Olympics, y'all ain't really into sports like that.
What you talking about?
I think that's fair to say. I feel like that's fair to say.
I'm not really into global sports like that. So World Cup, Olympics was just the time that disrupted my regular TV watcher when I was a kid. So, I had a disdain for the Olympics. And who's watching football? I wasn't. I know a lot of people were. I wasn't. So no, the sports on the global. I won't even watch the NFL when it plays in London because they playing in London. Who wants to watch that?
I hear that.
Listen, I know people who go to that game every single year. This is a fantastic time.
Well, now they're multiple games.
Yeah, it's like it's one coming up pretty soon. As a matter of fact.
Yep.
I'm down for the global sports. I will watch a football match, aka soccer, every now and again. It's only when it's like important, but normally not my thing. Not my thing at all. But to your point, John, I would root for Jamaica if they run the track and the US ain't competing. And also, frankly, if it's not like there's nobody black on the relay team or whatever, I'm not rooting for the US for the most part.
There you go.
If you're black, I got you.
Got to roll with you. That's this kind of podcast. We are a podcast with men on it, but we're not that kind of podcast with men on it. So, you're just trying to.
We love y'all.
Exactly.
We love y'all.
We here for you. So,
a lot of these men with podcasts, they just need to say they don't like women and call it a day. I'm not saying romantically in that way. I'm just talking about sometimes you just don't like a person's presence. If you don't like women's presences, just say that. But
and you're right though.
just shocking a thumbs up.
I was resistant to the fact that there was this divide in the black community between these men and women. The more I listen to stuff and the more people kind of bring it to my attention, I'm like, man, some of these guys are they saying some crazy mess, and some of the women on the flip side are saying some crazier mess. It's like it's just this division, man. I don't know who's really pushing this narrative, but good God, man.
It's clicks and responses on social media can absolutely be monetized. Bad news travels faster than good news. That's just kind of human nature. We are kind of prone to be more attracted to stuff that's kind of negative or whatever you want to call it. So, you're definitely going to get a lot of conflict, especially on social media.
I mean, hell, we get conflict in real life.
And in real life, everywhere. Can't get away from it. Speaking of
exactly. So I know all of y'all have spent some time on the internet and saw the ostracized version of Kanye West. Kanye decided to go to his fashion show, and he wore some attire that was a little controversial, to say the least. On the back of the attire, he had "White Lives Matter." Now, what didn't make the news, at least in a significant way, was on the front. He had a picture of Pope John Paul II. That might be new news for some of y'all, but how to take it even further with the buffoonery, he was accompanied by Candace Owens, who also had a "White Lives Matter" shirt on. To take it even further, Lauryn Hill's daughter was one of the models. She had one of these "White Lives Matter" shirts on and defended it. So how y'all feel about this, man? Like, how y'all feel about this? I got my own thoughts, but I'm gonna let y'all kind of run at this because this guy's a clown.
Go ahead, Rob.
Hold on. Kanye, I'm done. I've been done with Kanye for the longest. Kanye has this whole idea that he's some super cool genius with the beats and the music, and as a result, he gets a pass for doing and saying dumb stuff, goes out the window. For me, that speaks to the sheep mentality that a lot of us have, a lot of people, we as people have. If someone's famous and they put out a song, you could do no wrong, but no, you could do wrong. Yeah. And just because you can make a beat and spit a rhyme, don't necessarily mean that you're the one I want for thought partnership when it comes to dealing with civil rights, politics, or whatever. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from Kanye. I don't want to hear it about Kanye. I think Kanye is trash. I think the whole "White Lives Matter" to make a statement. What statement are you saying? What are you trying? You are the same Kanye that when I was living on S Street Northwest and Katrina hit Louisiana and then the levees flooded, you was doing the telethon. You was standing there next to Mike Myers, and I saw you. You wasn't even reading the teleprompter. And then you just wanted to get George Bush doesn't like black people. Well, now apparently Kanye West don't like black people. You make me sick.
I'm a big Kanye fan, for those who might not know.
Still.
Musically, in my opinion, we can delve into this a little bit later, but Kanye is definitely one of the most influential top rappers, whatever you want to call it, period. So, but that's his music. I can't defend the stuff that he does. I'm not trying to defend him as a person. I don't know Kanye as a person. I think he's gone through a whole lot. I think
you know enough. I mean, this is not the first time he has done something of this nature. When he was at TMZ, he said slavery was a choice. He had this whole diatribe he went through at the TMZ spot when Van Lathan was the only guy, the only person to call him on his BS. And I feel like most people will give this dude a pass because he is Kanye. And I will yield to the fact that historically, in the beginning, his first 2 or 3 albums, College Dropout, you know, all of that other kind of stuff, Graduation, he was culturally relevant. He was a voice of the people.
Let him finish his thought, because I really want to. He was about to say something that was about to make me mad. But go ahead, finish your thought.
Damn, I wish I could think of what it is so that I could say it. But basically,
you was about to say, you know, we know he's gone through a lot, and then you stop.
Number one, yes, he has gone through a lot. Number two, I think that the stuff that he does, everybody is like, oh, we not interested in talking about Kanye. We don't want to listen to Kanye or whatever the case is. Yes, clearly we do. We do. Everything he does, people pay attention to. They talk about. If you did not talk about it, if you did not pay any attention to it, if you did, you actively were like, no, I'm not worried about what Kanye is doing, then it would be a non sequitur. Nobody would be paying attention. But we do, because his actions, for better or for worse, he is kind of an avatar for modern life. I'm sorry to tell you,
all kind of foolishness.
Huh?
We pay attention to Candace Owens. I mean, everybody gets attention. That don't mean
all of that. But I'm saying he's doing this specifically to troll people. He knew exactly. He knew exactly the kind of response.
You're giving him a pass. You're giving him a pass.
I'm not giving him anything. I'm merely saying that if
he's not trolling people, he's telling people who he is. Go ahead, Rob.
First off, we all go through things. You live this life more than half a day, you're gonna go through something. Second off, this whole thing about him doing things for attention, it's not that he does things for attention, it's what is he doing that is garnering the attention. If he went to McDonald's and got a Happy Meal, that's doing something, but they ain't gonna draw no attention.
Wow, you don't think? Whoa, time out, Rob. If Kanye West went to McDonald's and got a Happy Meal, you don't think that's going to make some noise?
Okay, how about this? Let's remove the McDonald's and the Happy Meals. If Kanye West sat down to eat a meal, which he does multiple times throughout the day and throughout the week, that we don't hear about, it don't end up on TMZ. If he just was sitting down and have a meal, nothing, crickets. But he puts on White Lives Matter for a reason.
Yeah, listen, this dude is arrogant. He's an egomaniac, sensitive, and he's a bully. And just happen to be one of those guys that make good music. That don't give him a pass. And I think that historically, I don't know what you're saying because you're on mute, John, but this guy he's a clown, and all I see is your facial expressions. But I feel like we have given this dude so many shots to come back to the blackness. And he consistently puts his hands up and gives everybody the Heisman and the stiffy, and like, you know what, F you. So he's out. He's a clown to me.
He does things for attention. He does things for a very calculated reason. And whether we like it or not, like, I want people to have the the audacity of their actions. If you really don't mess with Kanye, stop talking about him, stop clicking on his stuff, and he will go away. But you're not, because you're paying attention to him.
All right. So speaking of attention, do you think Lizzo bought out that crystal flute that belonged to James Madison for attention as well?
100%.
Got on the stage. You know, what did you feel about that? Because now you got the conservative pundits,
right,
pretty much saying that, you know, it was an abomination. You know, they body shaming her.
They're right.
You know, all that good stuff.
It is.
How so?
She should have slammed it on the ground and hopefully broken it into 1,000 pieces, and then stomped on it and then kicked that shit. Fuck James Madison.
I don't disagree with you, man. I don't disagree with you.
But she did not do that, and I understand why. That's a career type move. But yeah, it is kind of, yay, I'm playing James Madison's crystal flute.
I mean, she grabs it. She tries to garnish attention to remain relevant. I mean, I think she does that.
Yeah, and really, I mean, the clip that I saw, I don't know if there's another clip out there. I haven't seen, but the one clip I saw with her on stage, and she blew and did a little thing, and then did a little wiggle, the backside action, and then gave it right back. So for me, she ain't even play it. It was a prop just to be like, oh, James Madison flute. I twerked with his flute. I would have wanted her to, you a trained flutist, whatever they call it.
What is that? Flautist?
Flute that thing. Flute that. Just flute that thing.
Flute it.
Flute player.
That's what I would have wanted her to. I wanted her to give it and do it behind a hip hop beat, and then be like, "Here, take this thing back." She was just really, looking for that moment. Thank you, Rita. Flautist.
I mean, she's actually one of the most successful artists out right now. People don't know that. She's like big, not just body wise, but I'm saying like her career. She is y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't do that.
You said it, man.
Eric said, I think she offered a very elegant desecration.
SAT words right here on Straight No Chaser, the podcast.
And flautist, desecration.
Flautist, desecration. You learn things on this show.
I don't care about James Madison or his flute or the fact that Lizzo played it on the stage in them Timbs. I think she was rocking Timbs.
Well,
it's Tim season.
The pattern continues because you got my girl Chloe Bailey. She is the Little Mermaid now, and Chloe's a grown woman.
These Disney kids, man.
She's a grown woman, and I saw the preview where she was singing, and she sounded amazing. But white folks lost their mind. They went absolutely berserk. Like it is an abomination that this woman, this young lady, is a fucking fictional character. The same thing kind of happened with the Lord of the Rings. You see like some black characters coming into these things being really, I would say, in an inequitable kind of way. But what's up, white people, man? Why are they going crazy over stuff like this?
There's a theory called white replacement. If y'all don't know about this, Rod knows about it.
We talked about it. Yeah,
of course. I mean,
James Bond, another example too.
America Internet Google white replacement basically is some people, not all of them, but some of them, enough of them, feel like exactly what I just said. White people about to be replaced. So they see it in the movies, they see it in TV shows, they see it in politics. They feel like it's a full-fledged, real-life thing, and they should be scared. You make a Little Mermaid black.
You are stealing from us
white culture. That's right.
Our iconic memories and coloring them
exactly
with charcoal.
You are blackening the spirit of the Little Mermaid.
But nobody said a peep when Liz Taylor was playing Cleopatra. Nobody says a peep when they look at that long hair, blue-eyed Jesus Christ on the wall.
Whoa. The opinions expressed here are
Charleston Heston could play Moses. These are people from North Africa.
Don't forget the dude who played Batman. He was Noah too, I believe.
What?
The dude that played Batman? What
the fuck are you talking about?
There was a recent dude that played Moses.
Hold on. The dude that played Batman was Noah.
Christian Bale. Wasn't he Moses recently in a recent movie, like 3 or 4 years ago?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
In the moment.
Rose was calling it the black man. Yeah, but the white folk, they pick and choose.
Yeah,
when it's affecting their culture, and then it's not all white folk. You got white folk out there who like that's stupid that we would even cry about a fictional character because she lives under the sea.
So just for the record, he did play Moses in a movie called Exodus. Gods and Kings.
I didn't see that.
I missed that.
I didn't see it either. It was trash, I'm assuming. But
Damn.
nobody tripped when this dude played Moses. So you got, Charleston Heston and you got Christian Bale. But these should be black people.
So can it be the same then if there was a white boy in Wakanda Forever and he's the White Panther?
If you
Yeah.
If you got
if he's the White Panther, not the Black Panther.
Right.
No, he's in Wakanda,
white.
He's the White Panther, but
so if white people remade Wakanda Forever,
right,
and casted a white man to play T'Challa,
it would be based in Long Island.
How about this? I had no problem when Robert Downey Jr. played the white man playing the black man in Tropic Thunder. I thought that was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Funny.
I thought that was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? So, if they could play it off right, you get they tint just.
He's just a very light-skinned black man.
Right. But with red hair and freckles.
But a Scotch Panther.
That aside, are y'all excited for the movie? Have you bought your tickets?
No. I've been told that you got to show up on the first day in all white. That's what the internet said, that you got to come to the first day in all white.
I did not buy my tickets yet. Yes, I'm excited for the movie. I didn't buy my tickets yet, and I can't go on the first day. I'm already predisposed on that day to be doing something different. So I'll be seeing it the next week, and I'm not showing up in my all whites to sit in an AMC or a Regal theater with someone's popcorn butter drizzled on the seat in my all whites.
Might be something else on the seat too.
Right,
man. It depends on how far back you're sitting. Right, I am not doing that. But I'm mad excited about this movie. I'm glad they just dropped that last trailer, because the last trailer shows you who, and it's in line with the comic. With the comic, Shuri does become Black Panther.
Is that what we think is going to actually happen, though?
I think she's going to be. I mean, she's there. She's in it. Now, right. I don't know if she remains Black Panther.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if at the end of the movie she's still gonna be Black Panther, because she was giving them issues during the filming.
Right. Yeah, because she might get vaccinated.
Yeah,
over the vaccine,
and then she got injured, and it was like, I'm not coming back to set, sweetie. This is bigger than you now.
Right.
It's 100%.
Get back on that set.
Right.
I hope they re-release the first one so it can earn some more bread. I would definitely go to the movies and see it again, because I feel like I never see re-releases of black films.
They did it with Prince with
allegedly there's going to be double features,
but that was you could see both posthumously or whatever. Is that when it occurred?
Right, but even with T'Challa with Chad, that would be posthumous.
No, but you're right. I'm saying more so in the moment to help continue its ascension on the most gross movies of all time.
Oh yeah, it would kill. It would kill.
Is it in like the top 10?
It's like top 5.
Word, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I want to say
there's going to be double features where you can see Black Panther 1 and then Black Panther. Is this going to be considered Black Panther 2, or is this like a spinoff, like we going into the Wakanda universe? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I have a pre-release down here in Texas, so I'll be going to see it before it comes out. I think on the 11th. I want to say whatever day it is.
VIP
tickets,
and apparently there are double features out there in the world.
Yes,
I'm rooting for this movie, man. I really am. I'm excited. I just,
I'm looking
I might shed a tear.
I'm gonna see it. Absolutely. I agree with Ra. I'm probably not going to wear the all white, but I am going to wear some African garments. You know what I'm saying? Like the little Garanimals, the little top and bottom matchy joints.
Just get you a little mud cloth or a little dashiki.
There you go. Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Call it the day.
Right.
Wherever you get it from, let me know. I need to do some shopping. I might buy something.
All right.
Buy something fresh.
There you go.
You're going to use that money Brett Favre used?
Hey,
that's sad, man. That's really sad.
That's a crime. So no.
It really is. It really is.
Listen,
go ahead, man.
No. I just, that's a crime. I can't use that same money. I have too much of a soul to take from the poor, like in that way.
Yeah. So explain exactly what he has done wrong here, because I'm not fully understanding. People are acting like he took money literally out of poor people's pockets or something like that.
Yes, he did. He did. When the state has money set aside and it's earmarked for welfare,
Mm-hmm.
for women and children and men who are in need. And then they go into that money to then give to you to go build a volleyball stadium. You stole money from people. Period. End of story.
And also, they use some of that money to pay him, using air quotes, to do speaking engagements that he never did.
Okay.
Also,
even before that, Cage, because it looked like John was trying to make an excuse for that. In government, if money is earmarked for something that's in a line item, you can't just go give it to somebody.
So
wait a minute. Theft.
Did he steal it or did somebody give it to him?
No, listen, there's more. There was a text stream that he and the people who were in charge of the money had. In the text stream, he was like, listen, is there any way what we doing can get out to the media? He asked the question.
John, if you tell me, look, you say, Ra, I need $100 so I can go get something that's real good, some good. I need $100. And then I say, John, check this out. My grandmother was sleeping and she had some money that was set aside for her medication, but I took that money. Here's the $100 that you need. I took it from my grandmama. And you take the money, knowing that I took it from my grandmama. That makes you an accessory to the crime. That means you was a part of the theft.
Okay, so the actual thief was who?
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Whoever took the money from grandma took that money from grandma.
You might as well call Brett Favre the mastermind because he wouldn't have got no money if he didn't ask for it.
Check this out. He is now under investigation by the FBI. But to your point, the reason why you don't know this story, John, is because Ime Udoka, he has been in Boston stroking up all the chicks.
See, these sports dudes, they be wilding.
What y'all think about that, man? He was with Nia Long for a minute, engaged for like 7 years.
Years. So the kid that Nia Long has is with him?
One of them.
Like the 10-year-old.
The 10-year-old, I believe, is with him.
Wow. He's out of pocket. He's straight out of pocket.
Out of rubbers too.
Probably out of rubbers too. Especially this is personally and professionally out of pocket because a lot of businesses, a lot of companies got fraternization policies. And if the team had been like, look, you running through them, you need to stop. And he continued to do it. If the team has a fraternization policy, when you get hired, you're signing on to follow the employee policy. Hands down.
Yeah. It's my understanding.
Go ahead.
Everybody was saying that it was consensual.
It doesn't matter.
I understand.
No, you don't understand.
Ra, I understand. What I'm trying to figure out is if it was consensual between him and her,
yes,
who told?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Why does that matter? Who told?
The story that people know, publicly,
who's the rat,
it's not a full story, right? So what Boston put out is he had an inappropriate relationship, an inappropriate consensual relationship. He is going to be benched for the year on a doctor's salary. At the surface, it looked hella egregious, right? It looked like an overcorrection for what took place. When you dig a little bit deeper and get all the details, Stroker was doing the most. It wasn't like it was a one-time thing. Wow. One of the people allegedly was a subordinate. Allegedly, one of the people actually got pregnant. Allegedly, one of the people was the wife of his supervisor, like somebody at the executive level on the team. I heard some rumor that one of the people may have been a player's wife. Like he was doing the absolute most. Allegedly.
This is all allegedly. There you go.
Again, right. And if you listen to people who are in the know, like know the details, they don't defend him. What they do is they really go at the Celtics for bringing it out into the public eye because things like this happen a lot in sports, in music, in most walks of life. things like this can occur.
Right.
But to put him on Front Street and to put that weak ass statement out there, it just brings more scrutiny to the table.
I think they had to put it out there. I think there's something, of course, with all these things, there are things we don't know, but I don't know if I can imagine that there was some liability issues.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And if they didn't handle it the way they handled it, it could have presented a much larger problem for them legally. So they had to do it.
They are going to get sued. They're going to either get sued. They're going to have some.
How?
Well, because they can say they felt pressured to be in this situation. They could.
John. If you have a subordinate, it is very easy to build a case that I had sex with him because he's my supervisor.
Okay.
And I felt pressured to do it. And in that case, that's an easy case to build.
However, it was consensual.
Right?
Hold on 1 second.
It doesn't matter.
They may say it cannot be consensual because the power dynamic is different. Because he holds the power and she's a subordinate, then she legally may not be able to give consent.
I mean, all I can say is this. Matt Barnes from, I can't remember what the name of his podcast is. All the Smoke, whatever. Found out about it. And at first he was mad at the Celtics. But then when he found out more about it, he had to walk all that back. If you can make a crazy individual like Matt Barnes be like, yeah, that's kind of buck wild of you. You did some insane kind of stuff.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right. I know it could sound funky, it could sound weird, but the reality is if you got a subordinate and you boning your subordinate, you are opening yourself up to all types.
He's just exceedingly stupid. No question about it.
All types of legal. If he did it, it's clear.
You stroking with stroking now.
It's clear he did it. All right, so let me ask y'all about this.
Neil, what's up?
What's up, y'all? What's happening? My bad.
Big Neil.
Parent teacher night. So, you know what I mean? That shit was over at 8 o'clock. So,
there you go. Yeah.
And you also got the memo to wear black. What's up with this? See?
Okay. We all be on the same.
Hey, man. We straight no taste of the podcast for a reason, man. We four brothers.
All be on the same. All right. What's that boy's name? PNB Rock. And he's on Empire. That's the label.
Yeah.
And he is the 6th artist from that label to die. What is it? Tension.
Yeah.
Extension. Triple X.
He got gunned down.
Wait a minute, how you pronounce his name, Ra?
I don't know.
Extension. Triple X. It's called Triple X.
Tensiones.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. Well, the other dude, Mo3, shot and killed. King Vaughn.
Yeah.
Dolph.
And King Vaughn was a serial killer. So, you know, what's that?
But now, so you see the internet sleuths and the hood detectives is like, take a look at the
hood detectives.
the life insurance policies that Empire might have. I say the bigger thing is we need the bubble wrap Busta Rhymes because he is also on Empire. If something happened to Busta, then we're gonna have an issue.
Nobody is killing the old rappers. Like when you get to be about 30, 35 or so, you in that LL Cool J being in family friendly movies type range. They ain't killing the old rappers. They killing the young rappers.
Listen, man, the dude. I feel really bad because actually I just read another artist got killed. He was walking down the street in LA on the phone with his baby mother and got gunned down. LA is a dangerous place. I mean, most of these are happening in LA, right?
It's happening all over the place. My man that plays for the Commanders got shot in the ass at National Harbor.
Yeah, I'm talking about the rappers. We talking about rappers.
No, the rappers. No,
I'm saying it's a certain
one in
lifestyle.
Dallas.
We're talking about like young men with money that have a certain image. If you could be in Dallas, you could be in Houston. The list of rappers that go to Houston and get shot is long.
Houston,
Flexing.
South Florida, Dallas, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia,
everywhere.
And then
what's the lesson?
I don't know where Dolph got shot. I know he
got shot at the crib
in his hometown. He got shot in
Memphis, right? So this is all over, right? But I tell you, I saw one meme showing Kendrick Lamar, Ice Cube. I think it was Ice Cube.
Take out Kendrick Lamar, that's when people will be mad.
No, but it was Kendrick, Snoop, and I think Ice Cube or some other third West Coast rapper. And they don't wear, he was like, we don't wear jewelry.
Right.
Because, people are hungry out in these streets and we just don't want to test them.
Right.
And a lot of these cats is flossing, and not that that's
it's not right, but it's just real.
It's not right.
But if you're going to do that, you need to have some either
security,
bodyguard, security, some type of insurance to help protect your life.
Right.
And the people, more importantly, around you got to move in a certain way too. Right. So, I don't do the internet thing super crazy like that, like posting where I am all the time.
Post it after we 30 minutes away from the spot. We ain't got to do it in the moment.
It's just young mentality, yo. It's just young niggas that think they untouchable. Feel like, I ain't never had money. Now I got money. They trying to stunt. Young niggas trying to bag the females or front through their neighborhood so that they could be looked on. But it's unnecessary. It's like, stack your money. There's no reason to floss. You got to realize, we all know it sounds like the old man cliche, but we know it's a jungle out here. You know what I'm saying? Like you might be a young bull or a young wolf just coming up, but they got packs of hyenas that's going to hate on you like, oh, he got money. Oh, John got that money now. Word, you was just around our way in Houston. Or KG, I love you, fam. When you took me back around the way, around your spot back in the days. Cats is hungry. Rod, you know how it is in the Vernon back in the day, so you can't come around there flossing on the tip off. I'm better than you. Fuck you. Look what I got. Aha. Even if you sharing with your people that you came up with, somebody gonna be hungry. Like, oh, you got $1 million. Why you only gave me 100? Or you got $1 million. Why you only gave me 50? So they gonna plot on you regardless. And it's unfortunate to say, like, these young bulls, they don't care about life, man. They reckless. They want what you got, and they gonna take it. Period. So when you compare the young bulls to the old heads, like you're right, old heads, we not flossing, we not walking around with $1 million chains, with the exception of maybe Slick Rick, but that's how he got famous. But you don't see Dougie walking around with that. You don't see, like you said, Cube, anybody from our generation. They not walking around with all this ice and the latest Benz and all this other next shit and showing off their $1 million homes and all that. It's like, what's the point?
And I even think about when I was growing up, my granddad, when I was seeing him pull out his money, he always had the ones on the outside. So you never knew like what was on the inside. And everybody I saw, they had the hundreds on the outside, the 50s on the outside. And I asked, like, why you do that? He's like, nobody ever needs to know what I got. As long as I know, I'm good. Like, people see what you got, you become a target. And so from that point on, I was always a minimalist. But I could tell you ain't a minimalist. Nick Cannon. You see at them clubs now. Baby number 11 is on the way. Now I told y'all.
Oh,
right. You did say that. I can't front. You did put a bid. What you said, 12 before the end of the year?
I said 12 for the end of the year, man. Now
I didn't. Because he had 2 at the same time, right?
He had 2 at the same time.
And he got another one coming. Project Twins.
And I said he could probably get to 15 next year if he keep going.
You might be right, yo.
Go Nick. Go Nick. Go Nick.
Please. I said 12. So now, over under, do you think he's going to hit 12 before 2023?
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Before 2023? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Definitely.
2023, I think that's a definite.
He's at 11 right now, man. He's at 11 right now and got another shorty pregnant that's coming out next month.
Bam.
Is it? No, really? Is it next month?
I feel like that's
like,
we can look that up.
Because I think they said he just had twins now, and then he's expecting another baby next month with somebody that he already has 3 with.
Okay, if he got one already baking,
right now he's got 10 as of 6 days ago.
And the delivery date, she's expecting next month, then yeah, you could say 12. But you got to sweeten it up if that's the case. If there's one already cooking, you might as well say 13 by 2020. Because it's a setup. It's a setup.
When we first had this conversation,
Keltry said
was at like 9 or 8. True. And I said, I think he could get to 12. And y'all was like, oh, hell no.
No, you said 15. Yeah, first you said 15.
You said 15.
Then I walked it back.
I thought it was like 13.
12.
I walked it back to 12.
At that point,
even at 12, y'all was still like, man, KG, you doing too much. And now he at 11.
I don't know. Should we put a little bread on this?
Look, if he has someone pregnant right now that's expecting
in the
next month.
He does. It's 12.
The internet says that he's got 10 kids as of 6 days ago. 10, not 11, 10. So I'm just telling you what
Number
the internet
11
says.
is on the way.
That's not what the internet says. I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you.
Well, whatever it is, I agree with you. He's going to have 12 before the end of the year.
Somebody find out how many kids Nick Cannon has or how many are on the way.
I'm going to say.
He shoots up every club he's in.
Yeah. And why are you mad? Are you upset about that? What's the deal?
I was never a serial club shooter.
Yo, I was
never a serial club shooter. My club shooting days didn't happen until I got married.
I still say, because we've had conversation and people say he can't take care of them all, he can't love them all. If he's in that financial position, yo, let that man live, yo. His babies ain't never gonna want for nothing. Now, is money enough? Of course not. No. But according to him, he's doing it for health issues and he wants to leave a legacy.
It's not about the money, it's about the time.
Once again, let's
but I'm saying, okay, time is a valid thing too. But I'm just saying, if he feels like his health is at risk and he doesn't have long to live and he wants a big family.
Breaking news.
Queen of Sheba said she said he announced he's not having any more. Go ahead, John.
That's it. Nice even number, double figures. That's good. Nick Cannon's net worth, 20 million. 20 million. So everybody gets 2. Everybody gets 2 million apiece.
We already went through that a couple of shows ago. Depending on the site you look at, it'll give you different numbers for his net worth. None of that is reliable.
He definitely got more than 20 million. Okay. I would say that. That's a low number.
That is a low number.
For those of us that's a little bit late to the game, my bad. Thank you for coming in once again. Straight No Chaser, the podcast. We are everywhere. 4 guys, just trying to solve the world's problems. One drink at a time. Thank you for coming in, catching up. Tell your mother about us. Hey, subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. We are available on every podcast operation. You know what I'm saying? Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get podcasts, you can get this podcast. We are a 4-man podcast, but we're not like them other podcasts. You understand? So that's it.
All right.
Moving along.
Appreciate that, Jay. We always need that check-in. But listen, a few conversations ago, we had a pretty robust discussion that kind of got the internet a little blazed.
I was thinking that word too, robust.
Yeah. John, you introduced LL as a top 5 rapper of all time, and everybody on the panel laughed at your ass because it is comical.
It's ridiculous.
So let's do this so we can forever, always, and will be where we all stand. Who is everybody's top 5? Now, whoever wants to go first, please do.
Neil is the hip hop dude.
And I will say, y'all in the comments, y'all streaming live with us in the comments, let us know who your top 5 is as well, because I would love to hear this.
Yeah, and not to mention, since that conversation, I've seen LL more than I ever have. I'm like, Rasheem or John has spoke this guy to the universe. I'm like, I'm seeing him on all kind of stuff. Like I'm being trolled by the world.
He hasn't gone anywhere. Like I just said, he's gotten to that middle age TV shows, family friendly.
Bump that. Top 5. Who you got?
I'll kick it off. I mean, I would say in no distinct order. I'm gonna try this. Rakim, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I got to have Pop, number 2. Scarface, LL. I'm gonna get some heat for this, but Eminem.
Okay.
I take that back. Take it back. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's my number 5.
Snoop Dogg, top 5.
Snoop Dogg my number.
Okay.
What?
You took out M and put in Snoop.
Oh
We talk. Okay. We
Snoop
also
is
need to
dope.
establish
Snoop
the
is dope.
parameters. We need to establish the parameters of what goes into your like.
No.
Your
Your
top
top 5. Your
Snoop
favorite
Dogg,
5.
Snoop Dogg over Eminem. Yeah.
We're not saying tell us who you think the best of all time is.
Rakim.
Who is your top 5?
Just
because your top 5 don't necessarily conflate to being the best of all time. So I'll tell you my top 5. My top 5.
Are you going in order?
I'll do it in order. Rakim. Kool G Rap.
Get him out of here.
Nope. Nope.
Go ahead, Ron. He don't understand.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Kool G Rap. I put M at 3. Eminem is number 3. For me, hometown MC Jadakiss for number 4. And my number 5, I've always liked this dude ever since I was an undergrad. Crooked Eye, King Crooked. Those are my top 5.
Now, I'll go after Ra because great minds think alike, or maybe it's a Scorpio thing. So I got 2 of your 5. So I'll say definitely.
Are you going in order?
No, just these are my top 5 to me personally.
I guess I'm the only one that's going in order.
Yeah,
I'm going
in order.
Okay.
For me,
Cage is going to go in order then.
For me, my top 5 period that I would go to any concert to see them anytime. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Jadakiss, definitely. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Kool G Rap, definitely. Then for me, I'll say so Jadakiss, Kool G Rap, Mos Def, Scarface, and Andre 3000.
So wait a minute. You would go to a Kool G Rap concert right now today?
You don't understand. Yes, I would.
Wow.
I may not go to a G Rap concert, but I will play every G Rap album I got from beginning to end. The joints that was released before he got shot, the joints that was released after he got shot, joints he did before he had a kid with was it
Super
Chris Steffens?
Yeah,
had a kid with Chris. Before that, like after that, like he did a joint, a combo joint, a collab with 38 Special out of upstate New York.
Yep.
Killer.
I've never heard any of his songs, I don't think.
So hold on. Let me just say mine again. So
here's my top 5. Here's my top 5. Number 5, Scarface. Number 4,
you building up to
Jay-Z.
number 1. Okay.
Number 3, 3 Stacks. Number 2, Big. Number 1, Pac. Period. Now, a couple of y'all put Rakim in there. I guess I whatever. But
we would be doing it without. We would be here without Rakim.
Rakim is
I'm not talking about influence. I'm talking about my top 5. So,
but you know what I like about us.
Hold up, your boy Chuck D said something. I want to introduce Chuck D to the conversation. Chuck D got in on this whole thing, and he was like, Rakim and KRS-One changed the way we all rhyme. They were the first MCs that literally made the beat chase them instead of vice versa. They single-handedly did to rap what Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington did for jazz with phrasing and composition.
Facts.
If this is too cryptic, oh well. Whether that's true or not for me, I don't care. I respect them. They just not in my top 5.
Your top 5 can be wrong, and all 3 of your top 5 are very wrong.
You crazy.
But
you
no,
got LL Cool in your top 5.
You got L.
Correct.
And you took out Eminem and put Snoop in your
Snoop
top 5.
100% all day long.
Man,
the one thing I do like about
you should, and quietly, we should mute him. Can we mute him?
The one thing I do like about us though is even though we all have different styles and we from different parts of the world, we are somewhat synonymous. Like me and Ra agree on Kool G Rap and Jadakiss. Then I agree with John and Keltrick with Scarface and Andre 3000. So we got some similarities. So
agree with Andre 3000.
Yeah, Scarface makes my top 10, but just not my top 5. Biggie makes my top 10, but not my top 5.
Seen a man cry.
Now, one thing I will ask you, Rod, and like I said, we ain't gonna be on it too long. Me and John and Keltrick did agree. You wouldn't put Andre 3000 in your top 5?
I would not.
I'd put him in maybe my top 15.
I might put him in my top 50.
You know who I'd put in before?
You so disrespectful.
They are, especially John.
You know who I saw Javon out there talking about 3 Stacks. You know who I put before him? A dude that had one album while he was alive and one posthumous album after he died. Big L. Big L.
Andre 3000?
I would.
That's disrespectful, Rod.
That's East Coast bias. This always comes up when we start talking about
Phife Dawg over Andre 3000.
You said who?
Phife Dawg.
You're very disrespectful.
Yo.
I would pick MOP over Andre 3000.
Man, get your ass out there. Man, shut up, man. So listen to this. Listen to this. What rapper do you feel like most people like, but you think they trash?
Who? I got a
Drake.
Oh wow.
Drake. He'll have a song that I'll rock with. He may even have a collabo with somebody that Eric, it is East Coast bias. He may even have a collabo that I'll be like, but outside of that,
Wait, say that question
like
again.
People that don't like
who I think is trash that everybody likes.
A rapper that most people like, but you think is trash.
NBA YoungBoy.
Oh, Garbation.
I think the majority of people that are our age, well, y'all are a lot older than I am, but in the age decades that we are,
a lot.
You know.
You got a lot more gray hair than I do. How about that?
I do.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's stress. That's stress. I got 2 little kids. That's where that comes from. But nobody likes him amongst us. So yeah, you got anybody else?
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, I'll say NBA YoungBoy. I'll say Gunna. I'll say Young Thug. And that's it. Like they have hits every now and then that I might nod my head to, but when people go crazy over Young Thug and Gunna and NBA YoungBoy, I just chalk it up to as that's not my genre. That's not my demographic, so I can't even be mad. But
I wouldn't know any of their songs if it smacked me in the face. I don't even know who those people are.
Washed and the Restless. Just say that you stay
at the Restless.
Stay at the house.
Who you got, Jay?
I got to co-sign Neil, actually. I mean, except for Gunna. Gunna is tight.
Gunna is tight. Yeah.
Young Thug. I tried to listen to NBA YoungBoy's most recent album. That fool literally said something like "skirt, skirt, go to car" or something like that. I was like, headphones off. I'm done.
Yo, I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know right now. If you got Young in your name, I'm not listening to you. Oh, if you got Lil in your name and it ain't Lil Wayne, then I'm not listening to you. I'll listen to Lil Wayne.
Have you ever listened to any Lil Kiki? That's the problem right there.
Lil TT, Lil He.
So hold on, Rob. And I mean, I know that you serious. So that means you ain't fuck with Young Jeezy?
Ooh. Come on now.
I haven't listened to a Young Jeezy album yet. Ever.
Thug Motivation was a hit.
If you got one you think I should listen to,
first one,
send me the title.
101.
I'll listen to it. But like I find stuff that I like, I send it out to y'all. I know y'all don't listen to it, but if you got something you want me to listen to,
I'll listen to it.
I'll listen.
All right. Yeah, this might be a little controversial. I think Wu-Tang is trash.
Wow.
Peace out. God bless. Good night. I'm logging off.
The opinions expressed belong to Keltrick.
Let me keep going.
And Keltrick Golf alone.
I don't ever send anybody to hell.
Listen to
Burn your way.
Gasoline, dog.
Listen,
You're on your way.
Let me finish.
Cage is on his way.
They got a couple of nice songs, but all in, I just can't rock with it. It don't move my spirit. When I hear it, it sounds like like Freddie had those nails for his hands.
Word. So
there's one scene where he's walking down about blackboard and he's screeching down the joint. That's what that shit sound like in my ears.
So how you feel about like Ghostface Killer and Raekwon?
Listen, the best song they ever had was that Killer B joint. Do do do.
You said that before.
That joint there went hard. Other than that, man, I gotta go with the.
You lose credibility.
Wow. I'm actually
all credibility.
Wow.
Is that it, Keltrick? Or we got more?
I mean, even the old school guys, man.
Y'all hating on LL.
You gotta think, y'all a lot older than I am too. Again.
You gonna stop disrespecting with the word
There's
a lot.
nothing wrong with that. Shout out to everybody that's almost 50. We made it.
I'm not from the South, Eric.
There it is.
Let me be disrespectful to Keltrick. I don't know if you can now. You know what? I'm gonna put this dude in my I can't stand him. I can't stand Twister. I ain't never been a fan of Twister.
What?
I ain't never liked Twister. The speed knots, all that mob stability, which Keltrick did put me on to, I could do without it.
Wow, I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
I'm just trying to hurt Keltrick's feelings because he's quiet right now.
You don't hurt my feelings. You know, just
that's a classic. That's a classic record.
I'll stand on that. I think Wu-Tang is trash. It is what it is.
I'm just playing. I'm a
first
liar.
album though. I'm kind of surprised at that.
I'm lying. I gotta own up. I fuck with Twister. I'm lying.
And somebody sent it to me. I swear I tried, man. I went to Howard. Y'all know that. We went to Howard, and people love these guys. And I'm like, man, I don't get it. Them beats was like trash. I was like, what are we listening to?
Wait a minute.
Are you saying? Hold on. Let me just clarify. Personally, are you talking about the entire Wu-Tang, Keltrick? You talking about Meth,
ODB,
Raekwon?
Now listen, there's some that individual tracks that I've heard from them that I'm like, okay, I could rock with that. But by and large, I'm good.
Y'all crazy. You crazy.
That's
don't say y'all.
That's a worse hip hop take than my thing with LL.
Atomically. That don't come in their lyrics.
That's worse.
That's gonna go hard. That one song goes super hard.
Thank you, Neil.
Can it be that it was all so
Eric is right.
simple?
Some of them are trash, man. Some of them are cool. But as a what
can I say, America?
As a crew,
you wild. That first album is a classic. They have too many classics. I don't even know what to say about that. That's
Bone Thugs and Harmony better than them.
Who?
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Man, go ahead, fool. All right, just
hold on. I think
Yo,
I
John,
can.
he
I think
said
I
the
can
same
mute.
Juice that you said.
I think I can mute him.
I like
muted. He's muted. KG can't talk for the rest of the show.
That's not true.
Yeah, he's muted.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's weird. Anyway,
John, you on probation, John. We're gonna let you slide for that LL Cool J joint. Keltrick is on probation for
that's a infinitely worse take. My shit is based in logic and rationale. That don't even make sense. That's his opinion. Mine in every way is logical.
These are facts.
The fact that you think Wu-Tang sucks is your opinion and it's wrong.
Facts.
You know, the fact that LL Cool J is
who you sounded like right now. You sounded like DJ Academics with that BS right now.
Facts.
That's who you sound like, DJ Academics with that BS right now. Y'all heard that fool talking about old school rappers is dusty. They ain't make no money.
And who came to the rescue to say that no, you are incorrect? LL. That's
no
part of
everybody, not
LL, not the rescue.
Yeah. LL did make a 40-minute response.
Exactly.
That probably no one listened to, but for like 3 minutes.
Wow, y'all are some LL haters.
But hate, man. He ain't that good.
Pure hate.
But when you think about Academics, he is now morphed into a guy who is just trying to say stuff, much like Kanye,
right?
To be out there. He's trying to out Kanye right now.
What they used to call that back in the day.
I think that's an ill comparison because
give me a better comparison.
Well, Academics is a clown. I think Kanye is really being authentically who he is right now.
Would you say he's trying to be like what's that phrase they used to call it back in the days, Rob?
Controversial?
Along the line, what they used to call Don Imus, like a shock jock. Trying to say shit to shake up the shit. Like he probably don't even mean the shit that he's saying. He like, let me just say some dumb shit that's gonna cause people to tune in.
Well, he said some stuff and he walked back on the Breakfast Club. He started calling somebody like a bitch or something he said that was out of pocket. And he immediately kind of walked it back when he got into that on that larger platform.
I mean, if his whole thing is saying outrageous things to get attention, it is clearly working. He came out of nowhere doing a bunch of like little stupid documentary type things about Chicago rap and whatnot, and has gotten this whole, platform because of these kinds of statements. He's the type of dude that defends what's the man's name? 6ix9ine.
He does.
He's that dude.
But why is it though? You notice
he's trash too.
Why is it like a lot of these podcast people, they start saying dumb shit when they're
just talking about this,
when they're almost at their pinnacle, like that dumbass shit. What's your man? What's your man Rod that used to love lyrically that came on tape?
Joe Budden.
Joe Budden, when he admitted that he used to, what is it called, stealth, like pretend to put on condoms and chicks.
Yeah.
what the fuck would make you say something like that
when you damn show, but we can talk about that.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna say just last piece on Livingston, because I think that's the Livingston Allen, DJ Academics. He's a clown. He had been bullied by Joe Buttons, and now and I didn't know about the Erykah Badu piece, and now the bullied is becoming the bully. You were bullied, now you're becoming the bully because you ain't got no backbone.
How's he bullying people?
Listen, it's the same dude talking about old school rappers, the cats who laid the foundation for what we have now. You know what I'm saying? Forget Lizzo playing a flute being disrespectful. That's disrespectful to the foundation of what we got us. And because they don't have the clout, because they not flashy, because they don't have the money, you feel you can pick on them. He wouldn't call people out by name. As a matter of fact, he did a disassociation. For those who got money, all right, cool. For those who don't, y'all dusty. That's a bully. So Livingston, you are the clown.
And somebody said something. I don't follow this motherfucker. I think it was, who was it? Was it Russell Simmons? Or somebody said, why even has DJ in front of his name? Is he a fucking DJ?
No.
I don't know.
He's not.
I don't know.
And we can talk about the podcast people because we are the podcast people.
But we ain't those podcast people.
Exactly. So thank you for catching up on that. That was good. We are Straight No Chaser, the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do our thing here. Thank you for joining us. Like, share, subscribe, all that other good stuff. Tell your friends about us. We're all over the place. Every possible place that you can find a show. Hey, 526 subscribers cannot be wrong. Think about that. So we're everywhere.
You never 526. A whole 526.
526. Let's make it 600.
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Look, but I was thinking about something because I think we use this term and this phrase too loosely, and I wanted to give you two situations and tell me if it falls within that phrase, and we could talk about these two separate situations together or piece them out. First situation, all right, Kenan Thompson, his ex-wife,
Lord,
ends up dating and talking about how she is the happiest with one of his former SNL castmates. That's one. Then you got Larsa Pippen. So maybe this is, once removed. Ex to Scottie Pippen, who played with Michael Jordan. Now Larsa is out at in the streets with Marcus Jordan, Michael's son. Do any of these situations fall within some perverted idea of violating the bro code?
Nope.
Yes. Flat out, yes. No. Listen, if I started dating one of y'all ex-wives, that would be a supreme violation. There's no way around that.
Okay.
If
that's not the scenario.
That is the scenario.
They are not close friends. They were once upon a time co-workers for the Kenan Thompson situation.
Okay.
I mean,
that's
they
fair.
are. And then in the other joint, it was like she is.
It's still perverted, though.
Your father's teammate's wife.
It's still perverted.
That's. I think the son that she's dealing with is in his late 20s. So
he's in his 30s. He's in his 30s.
Or his 30s.
He's like he's 30. He's 31.
Well, he's not no teenager. He's a grown man. Right. So hey,
I feel like they worked together for a while, and the assumption, at least the way I interpret it, was they were kind of cool, at least.
Not kind of cool. They were very close before he worked on SNL.
Yeah,
so if they had a close friendship.
They got best friends like this group, but they had they friends.
My fault. I'm sorry. I wasn't talking about the guys. What I'm saying is Kenan's ex-wife, the guy who she is now currently dating, that was Kenan's castmate. The two of them, that woman and that man, were close friends long before he started working on SNL and became a castmate. So when I saw a headline that was like, "Ooh, Kenan Thompson, was it Thompson or Thomas? Whatever it is, Kenan Thompson's ex, Christina Evangelina, is the happiest she ever been dating former SNL co-star Chris, whatever his name is." No, it is Kenan's ex-wife, Christina or Evangelina, is the happiest she's ever been dating her close friend for many years. Period. Fixed it.
Isn't this the same thing with Kim Kardashian and Pete, whatever his name is? Similar scenario?
What?
No.
She and Pete weren't friends back in the days, was she?
No. Christina Evangelina and Chris Redd were close friends long before Chris started working on SNL.
He'd been beating the stuffing out of that the entire marriage.
I agree.
Let's just call it
probably.
I
agree.
Whatever. That's not a violation though. He don't owe Kenan nothing. Kenan should not be surprised at that. And I bet you if you put a little truth serum on Kenan, he probably already figured that was happening, period. You know what I'm saying?
And it's Hollywood. They probably down with that anyway.
Kikiing and cuckooing up in his face backstage at SNL, and after
the
the show,
cuckooing up in the coochie.
He going.
That's probably why he's not on SNL anymore.
He's shooting it up like a hired henchman. Nah.
Listen,
that's the violation.
As we talk more about this, is it a violation of the bro code? I don't know. The scenario with Kenan and his old co-worker, it still feels a little egregious, but at the end of the day, he's been blowing her back out for a while. With Larsa Pippen dating her ex-husband's teammate's son, I mean, she a coolie.
I say let the young man live.
Let them both live.
This is a double standard, because if it was a dude that was her age dating a woman that was his age, we would have a whole different opinion.
Well, I mean, Scotty was roughly 9-10 years older than Larsa when they was together, and now the tables have just been turned. Now she is what, 48, he's 31, so she got years on Marcus. So once she was the younger girl, now she's the older woman.
She looks great though for her age, for sure.
She does. She probably had that work done,
May September romance.
And the whole thing is, Marcus probably grew up looking at her like, oh, just.
But he saw the pre-work.
He wasn't close like that.
Yeah, even still, he probably still was like, give me a chance.
Yeah.
He probably living his childhood dream right now.
He put on a Nick Cannon with Mariah Carey type thing.
Let that boy live. Let that boy live.
Speaking of Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey, I think when Mariah Carey sends her kids with Nick to go visit him during the summer, she like sews the kids' names in their clothes and be like, Nick, I want everything that I sent there sent back. Don't give it to nobody else's kids. I want the crib. I want all their clothes back. And Nick's got to put all their stuff in like a little special container so nobody else can bother it.
And they ain't got shit to do with what we talking about right now. But that's okay.
At all.
Hey, it is straight no chase of the podcast. It is what it is. But go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, but you know what? When I think about just like crossing these lines, right? How people start to cross lines based on exes and all that. Do you think it would help the situation if, some folks got this mindset that when you get in new relationships, you should delete all of your ex's stuff, all social media, delete specifically the pictures and all that on social media, delete it all. So, it doesn't look like you're still in that woman's life. You're still not in that man's life. Do you think it might even help if you just keep that stuff up as a constant reminder? Like, that's who I used to mess with. So y'all stay away from her because that's my ex.
Interesting question. I would say not having been in this era with social media and dating and all other kind of stuff, it does make it challenging if you're with somebody and go to your page and they see you cuddled up with somebody else. That seems a bit egregious and like you haven't moved on. So take your stuff down. Keep it for your own archives if you need that. If not, destroy it. Get rid of it.
I don't do it for nobody else. So how somebody else might take it is immaterial in my decision making. But personally, once we are done, I got to pretend like you're dead. So I'm deleting all that, any letters, pictures, gifts, all of it is out. And that's the way it goes.
I've seen you unfriend my exes.
Correct.
Like, it's a wrap. It's over. You know, I never really gave it any I never really gave it no intentional thought until maybe 2 other people ago. And then I was looking at my stuff. I was like, I don't even want to see this anymore. So I started deleting stuff like, we broke up for a reason. Why the hell is she still in my social media? But I was doing that because, you know, I didn't want to see it. And it just makes sense. Like, you know, you don't need to keep those images.
Yeah, you keeping the images.
I keep some of them.
Like I tell it, like we talked about this before, and y'all were there when y'all came to the daughter's graduation. That's why I love Keltrick the most. All y'all was keeping it 100 when, you know, my kid's mother came through, and Keltrick was like, look, hey, y'all separated. If Neil said don't fuck with you no more, I'm out. You know what I mean? So I get it. I understand. If it's over, it's over. What we still hanging and socializing for? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's always kind of been my thing though. Like if my loyalty is with y'all, and it ain't whoever y'all with is just an extension of our relationship. And if that ever severs, then I don't care who she is. Like ain't nothing gonna happen between me and her. Like it needs to continue. If I see her on the street and she says hi, I say hi back. But social media and all that other kind of stuff, I'm straight.
Yeah, it's not. I have nothing against anybody.
Yeah,
I want you to, you know, do your thing. But I don't want to see pictures of your kids. I don't care about your vacation. You know, it is what it is.
You don't give a damn who you dating. I'm good. But somebody in the comments was like, is there a bro code? I think the answer is absolutely yes. Mm-hmm. I think it depends on how loyal you are to your brothers or who you define as your brothers. And if you look at those individuals, not just as family, but as like blood and it's deeper than that for you, then I think you adhere to a certain set of rules and criteria that everybody aligns themselves with.
Right. And I have been a little different in the sense that and I think I've said this to you all. I don't care if y'all date any of my exes. We broke up for a reason. I don't care. I'm not gonna go after none of y'all exes. I would never. Any of y'all exes could try to holler at me, and they're gonna get smacked down with the quickness. But for me, it ain't gonna be weird to me. I don't. We broke up for a reason. I don't. That might be love for y'all. That might be what sets you up for the rest of your life. I ain't gonna get in between that. Y'all have fun. But I ain't gonna be like, ooh, you can't be with her because that's my ex. I don't give a damn.
With that, how would you view the relationship with the person?
What do you mean the relationship with the person?
So if somebody got with the ex, how would you deal with the person that got with the ex? Do you think that you would look at that individual differently?
I don't look at one of y'all differently. There's nothing y'all could do that would make me look at y'all differently.
I'm not saying us, because none of us would do that. Right. There are people that we know who may move in that kind of space.
Look, if anybody gets with an ex of mine, have fun, enjoy yourselves. Maybe y'all will build, maybe y'all won't.
No, maybe
that's between y'all.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I think I understand, Kelch. Maybe I don't want to speak for in the sense of, and I say we know it's not us, but with your situation, if you broke up, you have an ex. Then let's say one of us falls in love with the ex, and like you said,
any of the exes I got,
you wish us the best, and that's our love. But then we're in the same circle, and we're going to dinner. So now that person comes to dinner, and you see your ex with your man or your peoples. Would that be weird for you?
That would not be weird because once you have the title ex, we are no longer in a relationship that carries feelings and emotions. We're not in a relation that there's no reason for me to feel weird about that. Why? Because I was in her guts.
See that right there. I don't believe you, Ron. I don't believe you. I don't believe it.
It's hard. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
Every time you saw her and every time you saw your buddy, that would be in your mind. Like,
no,
what's up,
it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Come on, Ron. Come on, man.
Now, it may be in your mind, it ain't gonna be in my mind.
Just said.
I don't give a damn.
All right, man.
I don't give a damn. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is weird. Oh my God. How are we gonna navigate this?
I didn't say anything about saying it's weird. I think the first thought in your mind would be, does she still like that thing? That little thing?
No.
All right.
No. Oh, yeah, Jen got a good comment. Yeah, that's ego. I'm not thinking does she still like that thing. I'm not thinking she's doing this to get to me. I'm not thinking none of that.
That's probably yes.
I'm thinking, and you know what? It would piss her off because I'd be like, yo, I hope did y'all go to see Hamilton last week? Yo, how was it? I'm gonna be chilling. I don't give a damn. Y'all,
you mute, John.
You on mute, John. You on mute.
The good part about it is that we have always had different opinions about this type of stuff because we are four guys just trying to solve the world's problem one drink at a time.
One drink.
This is the Straight No Chaser podcast. Thank you for joining us. Please like, share, subscribe to the show. Let your people know about us. We out here. And new episodes are dropping every Monday. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So tune in, subscribe. We're everywhere. Link up with us. As far as I'm concerned, man, you would be dead to me.
So I would.
What if it was an ex or just someone you mess with? If it's someone I messed with in the past, then I am quickly. I might throw the alley-oop. We just mess.
That is true.
I might be like Cage. So no.
No. Or break the rim. We're gonna break the rim. Anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about some movies, man. There should be a picture that we ain't got no picture.
No, we're not showing the picture. You're just going through the movies.
Okay. All right. Well, let's check this out. All right. Well, that link ain't working.
Wait, hold on a second.
The idea is there are 50 movies.
Oh, freak it.
Have you seen each one of these that are just
picture ain't working for me? So somebody got to pull
classic.
I'm gonna pull. Sorry, Dana. I'm gonna pull it up.
Dana is
black movies. All right, so check this out.
If you mess with my ex fool, I would anyway.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
So we really want to have a discussion around this your black card to some extent.
Your black card will be revoked if you mess with my ex.
I'm not gonna mess with any of y'all exes. So how about that?
So I'm just gonna see. All right.
Y'all see it?
Have we seen these movies? Yep. So has anybody seen, I think the first 10 we didn't see. Most people have seen Boys in the Hood.
Yes.
Most people have seen Set It Off.
Yeah.
New Jack City.
If you haven't seen all 50, you're wrong.
Well, here we go. Take down the comment, Rob.
Why not?
I gotta take down the comment.
Why not?
Well, yeah.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna get some of these comments in before I take them out.
We've seen Juice, Above the Rim. Mm-hmm. Now, who has seen Paid in Full? I have not seen. I don't remember this movie.
Classic.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure you've seen Paid in Full.
Who's in it?
Wood Harris. It's the whole thing about
and Cameron. He was like Alpo.
Well, Cameron is like niggas get shot every day. B.
Haven't seen that movie at all.
Wow, you bugging. You're tripping.
Should I see this movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
ASAP. Immediately. You need to log
for real,
off
you like
right now.
No bullshit. No bullshit. You like
Cameron.
Hey, if you have seen these movies, please drop a comment because we don't want to feel like we in the cultural wilderness out here.
Why should I see Paid in Full? Like I don't.
It's a very good movie. It is a classic. It's full of quotables. There's been a whole bunch of like scenes that you've probably seen a million times, but you didn't know that it was from this movie. It's based on a true story.
Is it?
Yeah, I didn't know all that.
It's Alpo Martinez. Ain't y'all from New York?
It's based on a true story, Rob.
I don't glamorize the.
There you go.
The street culture unless it's in one of my books. I mean,
nice segue.
We're gonna plug that.
We're gonna get to it.
We can't see Neil.
I'm gonna get because if I don't, then I'm gonna have a whole roll.
I got you. Do the right thing. Everybody's saying that. We all agree.
The number one movie of all time.
Yes.
You said the number one movie of all time.
Correct.
I wouldn't say
He's
that.
sipping on something. Let it
Number
go.
one movie of
Don't
all
mean you
time.
crazy.
I wouldn't say
And LL is in the top 5.
that.
Oh
That
my
ain't his number one Spike movie. That's
Incorrect.
not Spike's number one movie.
That is his
Malcolm X
magnum
is the best
opus.
Spike movie.
Do the Right
I'm
Thing
really
is his magnum
tripping.
opus.
X is my number 2 Spike favorite Spike.
I can't even.
You're
I
tripping.
can't even be mad. I think I've only not seen 2 out of the 50. That
We
ain't
ain't
bad.
got that
all
far.
of
You
these.
just slow it down. Slow it down.
No, I'm just looking. My bad. I'm just looking.
Yeah. So, Do the Right Thing is not the best movie of all time. So, John is wrong again.
Sorry, Neil.
Poetic Justice. It's a
Yeah.
pretty good movie. We've all seen that.
I
Dead
wouldn't say it's
Presidents
pretty
was a flow.
good,
That
but,
was a good
I
one.
saw it.
Say that again.
I said I wouldn't say it's pretty good. I mean, it's serviceable.
Dead Presidents?
No, Poetic Justice.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Serviceable.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
John Singleton.
It gets the job done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Poetic
Elaborate,
Justice.
man. Elaborate. Why you say that, man? That's a little weird.
I think a good amount of John Singleton's movies really struggle when it comes to dialogue and acting, but he can put some famous faces in front of the camera.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
And because you know how we are, we're sheep. You put the famous face out there, it don't have to be the best movie of all time.
You like Baby Boy?
Once again,
Come on.
struggles with dialogue
Wow.
and acting.
What?
Hold on a second. The only one who was really acting.
This
in
has
that
been
movie
the
was
worst
Taraji.
takes for y'all, boy. This has been
Time out.
catastrophe for y'all.
You said the best person was what in the movie, Rob?
The only one who was really acting in that movie for me was Taraji. Ving got a little bit. Ving did a little bit. But I mean, Ving is just a big brute when it comes to a lot of his characters. He was typecast.
The mom was all right too. The mom was all right.
That's Taraji. No.
No.
his-
Not Tyrese's
his
mom.
Yeah,
AJ
Tyrese's
Johnson.
mom. Yeah. I mean, like one of my favorite black movies of all time ain't even on this list. So when I compare it to like movies that I like, when I compare it to movies like A Soldier Story, can't compare.
That's a good one.
Classic.
Can't compare.
I don't know. Baby Boy was good. Poetic Justice was good to me.
Baby
as
Boy
well.
was good.
Thank you,
Dead
Rita.
Is
Presidents.
Baby Boy on here? Oh yeah, it is. Number
Dead
30.
Presidents. Yes.
Dead Presidents. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So.
All right. Hustle and Flow. I thought that
Yeah.
movie was trash.
I did not see Hustle and Flow.
Oh shit.
I feel like that's not like one of them classic joints.
The fools won a Grammy for that. 3 6 Mafia for Whoop That Trick.
Yeah, it was because it was just time for a black person to win a Grammy.
I would
my
put
favorite
Crunchy.
movie
No, they no, there was
Andre 3000.
But
did
that
they
was
win a
an Oscar. They
Grammy
got
or
an
an
Oscar
Oscar?
for that.
They got an Oscar for that. It was
Right.
just time.
My
Yeah,
favorite
that's-
movie not even on this joint.
That's egregious.
I would
All
put
right.
my man with the
House
little
Party
arm
is a classic.
from
Everybody
3
has
6
seen House Party. Do
Yep.
you think they should remake it or not?
Hell no.
Nah, leave
But
that
they
alone.
are.
Yeah, they should leave it alone.
Who's
I hope they
making-
make it. I hope they
who's doing
remake
it?
it.
Follow the drip. Follow the drip. I think LeBron James and his crew are redoing House Party.
As Queen of Sheba said, no.
Yeah, I agree.
Leave that
It's an
alone.
awful thing. It's almost as egregious when I hear people redo This Christmas. Leave Donny Hathaway alone. Let that be his track. It's his song. He
Shit,
made
I ain't
the
like how
best
they
version
remade
of
How
it.
High. Shit.
You said what?
I didn't like when they remade How High. I think they fucked it up with Lil Yachty and DC Young Fly.
They remade How High?
Yeah. That's
What?
exactly.
And
It
the
was such
Restless.
I never
Yeah.
saw it. Waist Deep. I saw this, but don't remember it. Probably
I don't
trash.
even know what that is. What was that about?
with
LL
Tyrese and
movie.
Megan Good, where they kidnapped
LL
Tyrese.
Never mind. Nope. Skip. You led with Tyrese. Skip. If you led with Megan Good, maybe I'd stick around for a second. If
Megan
you led with
Good go
Tyrese,
hard to paint.
skip.
ATL, that was a great movie. I like ATL.
Y'all be throwing words like great and the best and
Too much.
Y'all just
I know that's what I think
throwing
it
it
is.
out like frisbees. Like
I know that's what I think it
boomerangs.
is it? It's a great line, man. Some classics in that joint. Love don't cost a thing. I think that was
Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon. That's a remake.
I thought that was Old Dog.
No, it's a Nick Cannon movie. Love Don't Cost a Thing. Yeah.
Who was
Well, there's two different ones, maybe.
Who,
Yeah, never
who
saw
was
that.
Yeah.
who was the opposite, the love
The
interest?
love attraction.
I want to say Christina Milian. Yeah, that's right. Because it was like he was the nerd. It was a remake of an old movie from the 80s.
That
And
was
he
his
had to like
girlfriend,
pay
too.
her to be his girlfriend and blah, blah, blah.
I do remember that. I
Never
did
saw
see
it
it.
though.
I did
Never
see
saw
it. And then I forgot it.
How did it get on this list?
Johnson's Family Vacation. That's Ice
That
Cube.
Let me tell you, Johnson Family Vacation. I don't remember if Ice Cube was in it. That was with Cedric the Entertainer,
Okay.
and
I'm thinking about
and Vanessa Williams. Yeah. Johnson Family Vacation is the only movie in the entire world I paid at a $5, and it was a $5 movie right up off of Branch Ave in Temple Hills. I paid to go in. 30 minutes into the movie, I got up and walked my behind out. I have never paid to go into a movie and then leave. That's how bad Johnson Family Vacation is. So technically, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I
you paid for it though.
I paid for it. It was
DVD
trash.
right there, yo.
All right, The Wood.
I do remember seeing that one.
Thumbs up.
I saw The Wood. I saw The Wood.
Jason's Lyric
has the worst Houston accents of all time. People in Houston didn't sound like that. Not then, not now, not ever. The accents in that show was absolutely atrocious. They was wrong for that.
Jada Pinkett did the most in that movie again.
She did.
All right, Crooklyn. Don't remember that. I saw it, but I thought it was trash.
What? About the family losing their house and all that?
I don't even remember the movie, but
that's probably one of Spike Lee's top 5 films.
No.
Absolutely.
It guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Brooklyn, yes.
Mm-hmm.
How High? That was a great movie. It's a good movie.
How High?
Wait a minute. Crooklyn was bad, but How High was good?
Yes. Entertaining.
Mute his ass, please.
Like once again, he don't know. He has no credibility
Mute
when it comes to this.
Mute him.
Hold on a second. Rita's like, KG is on one tonight. How the hell do you not like Crooklyn?
We need to start doing this. Like when people say something crazy, we can't go. That's another show doing that. All right, Belly.
Classic.
Oh, classic.
The first 2/3 is amazing. The last one is weird.
The opening scene, walking in the club with the black light action, with the Back to Life playing. Oh, that was the joint.
But that's straight New York bias right there with the tunnel. A lot of people don't really understand that though.
Yeah.
Everybody liked that.
It was a good movie. I had to watch it again to find its credibility.
You had to tell Keisha to shut the F up.
Yeah.
I don't know no fucking Keisha.
At all. Who was that? Soul Plane. People still saying that same thing today. That's what you Stroker was saying. Soul Plane.
To Hype Williams. Soul Plane, I saw that.
Trash.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Wow. Kevin Hart. The Best Man. Anybody like that?
That is
Bro Code.
That is Malcolm Lee, Spike Lee's cousin, and that The Best Man. That's top 5 contemporary black movies for me.
Yeah, and the second one happened, in my opinion, was almost better than the first.
Had people boo-hooing up in that
piece. Woo, man. Woo, that was a great movie, man.
You know they filming the third one for streaming, or they probably wrapped it already.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's gonna be dope.
They had pictures of all of them doing whatever. Somebody
said Best Man 2 had you crying in the theaters, but Crooklyn was trash.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, Rasheem said it had people crying.
I said it had people boo-hooing.
Okay.
Man, watch yourself, man. Hey, man, settle down. Low vibrational. Drumline.
Classic.
Yeah, man. Drumline was good. I like that. We showed that at
Howard. Nick Cannon movie. Second Nick Cannon movie.
But the only one that I've liked so far.
He need about 11 more to average out his kids. 10 more. More Money. I like More Money.
More Money was good.
Damon Wayans. White Chicks. Skip.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
So I skip it.
White Chicks. I'm not a fan of that.
Okay. All right. Moonlight. Never seen it.
I didn't see Moonlight either.
Fantastic movie. Deserving of every award that it got.
Y'all, did y'all see? I did see the moment where they tried to give the Oscar for Best Movie to La La Land. All the people ensemble got up there from La La Land, and then they looked at the envelope and was like,
"Oops,
oh no, it's for Moonlight."
Right?
People was stuck. It was like, no, I'm not joking. And they was like, how the hell did this happen? But yeah,
goofballs. La La Land was good too, but yeah, Moonlight was fantastic movie. Highly recommended. One of the dudes that's in there plays in the Wu-Tang TV show. Wu-Tang got their own show.
I know. I haven't watched it.
Masaya, I think that's his name. He's a really good actor. He's a really good actor. Stump the Yard. Yes or no? Yeah. Okay.
I didn't see Stomp the Yard.
Yeah, I saw it. It was okay. This Christmas, that's Chris Brown. I think Monique is in that as well.
Mhm.
It was a really good movie.
Very good.
Surprisingly, it was really good.
It is a little holiday movie.
Yeah, I would recommend people watch that joint for the holidays. It's a really good movie. Baby Boy, we already talked about that one. Dope movie.
I like Dope.
Nice segue to Dope. Dope is a good movie. If you haven't seen that, I believe it's still on Netflix. Catch it. A$AP Rocky's in it.
I like Dope.
Dope is I was surprised at how good it was. School Days, Spike Lee, classic, way, way better than
Don't you
Do the Right Thing.
Man, go ahead. I'm done. I think we need to take
School Days is better than Do the Right Thing.
Man, go ahead. Y'all just please. I don't even know. School Days is an excellent movie. Do the Right Thing is Spike Lee's seminal message movie.
No,
I'm sorry, gentlemen, you're wrong. As you,
it's just probably his first one, but
nope,
no, not really.
It is.
I like Mo Better Blues better. I like Mo Better Blues.
I'm not talking about what you like. I'm talking about what is a better movie, a more impactful, more message-having film that gets no better for Spike Lee. Everything that he does is encapsulated in Do the Right Thing.
Bamboozle
was a good one too.
Malcolm X is an excellent movie. Do the Right Thing is better.
I'm gonna go Malcolm X. All right, we're gonna fast track this. All right, School Days, Girl Trip. I saw that. It was actually kind of funny. That's the one with Tiffany Haddish.
Girl Trip was all right.
Girl Trip was funny. Love of Basketball was okay.
Sure,
if y'all have seen these, let us know in the comments.
I never seen 36. Just Another Girl on the IRT. What is that?
That's another indie flick based out of New York. I saw that in undergrad. And it was one of those flicks at the beginning of coming out of like blaxploitation into the Spike Lee era where we were telling our own stories. And I can't remember who the director is. It might have been a black woman. I'll have to look that up. Yeah,
it was okay.
All right, the next one, 37 to 50, Waiting to Exhale, dope.
Yep. Yes.
Love Jones, dope.
Yes.
It's okay.
Oh, fantastic. God. Get Out, yes.
Get Out was good.
Get Out was good.
Players Club was hilarious.
Baps,
trash.
Yeah.
Favorite movie of all time. It was great. It was the best. I'm talking like y'all.
That's what John would say.
Boomerang. I would never say such a thing about Baps, but Do the Right Thing, yes. I would say it about Boomerang. Boomerang
was great.
Boomerang is a classic.
Classic.
Yes. Yo, have y'all ever looked at people's feet like that? Like, like being at a grease, like that critical?
No.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have, John?
I mean, I'm definitely gonna look at your feet.
Well, I'm using feet as a thing, but do you look at certain features of a woman in the past and be like, if she don't have this, I can't, I gotta keep it pushing.
Yeah. I like small, tiny wrists.
Okay.
For example.
I can say that I have. I won't say what that preference was, but yes. Harlem Nights, classic movie.
Classic. All of these.
What? Yeah, this
that last column is definitely hitting.
Why Did I Get Married? Low Down Dirty Shame, Life, Coming to America, one of the best comedies of all time. Brown Sugar was dope. A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Martin and Lynn
Howard. Yep.
Two Competitive Game. Wasn't that Morris Chestnut?
And I think that was Vivica Fox. I actually like that movie.
Yeah. I mean,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm actually sad on this motherfucker.
Wow. You don't like any of them, Neil?
No, I like them, but everybody's had their personal opinions and bias, and I agree with a lot, and I disagree with some. But
we got a podcast.
My favorite movie I didn't even see on there, unless I'm blind as fuck. I love Color Purple.
It wasn't on there,
and that's my shit. I think Color Purple should be in the top 10 greatest movies ever. To me, anyway. The list was dope. It was a dope list, but The Color Purple.
That's a fact, man. Is The Color Purple a black movie?
Yeah.
If that's the case, a good amount of those movies aren't black movies.
Ooh.
I mean, because a lot of them bankrolled by white folk, if not all of them.
Training Day wasn't on there.
I already told you, Soldier Story ain't on there. So
Did they have Malcolm X on there? They have. I don't think they had any Denzel movies on there.
Purple Rain. They ain't have 5 Heartbeats.
They ain't had The Last Dragon.
Last Dragon. Oh,
wait a minute.
Exactly.
The Last Dragon.
Yeah,
they didn't have the
had the
Last
Wiz on there.
No, we're
saying,
agreeing with you.
No. We got to clarify. Rasheen, you don't like The Last Dragon?
Oh no, Last Dragon's one of my
He's
favorite
agreeing
movies.
with you. All time.
Okay. I got it. Okay. The
They didn't have
Wiz.
Claudine.
Claudine. They didn't have Cooley High.
No
Yeah,
Cooley
I'm
High.
saying-
Crazy. Be careful with that.
So, all right, what is your favorite black movie of all time?
I already said mine.
Color Purple.
Color Purple for Neil. What'd you say, Rob? What was yours?
My favorite black movie of all time is probably going to be a Soldier Story.
Okay. What you got, John?
Do the Right Thing. The greatest film of all time. By our greatest black filmmaker.
I'm gonna go with Coming to America, but also what's not on there that I really love was Trading Places.
I'm like,
Is that a black film?
It's Eddie, right? But I'm saying like
that
movie.
I don't know.
I think about it from a cultural standpoint, like the thought or the notion of a black dude going from nothing, becoming essentially at that time Billy Ray, wealthy, paid, and putting a white dude in that position. The experiment itself, I thought it was just a phenomenal concept. It was hilarious.
That was all Saturday Night Live. All Saturday Night Live. They made all those movies, National Lampoons, Trading Places. There was another movie like they took their stars.
They lost their lure.
And they put it out there. I mean, because if we're gonna talk Eddie movies, oh yeah, Crush Groove wasn't on there. They ain't have Breakin', Electric Boogaloo. They ain't none of that. B Street. But if we're gonna look at Eddie movies, I mean, 48 Hours, and outside of 48 Hours, first Beverly Hills Cop. So they are and just because Eddie was in those movies, for me, that don't make them black. Look back at those were white movies. When you talk about Beverly Hills Cop, because I think that was Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Who did who made that movie? So they just had a black star. Dream Girls.
Well, I suppose.
So
I think that takes us to the recommendation for the people. So,
correct.
We go around the horn, gents. What is your? It ain't got to be nothing specific. We got to give a recommendation for the people, and because Neil is actually supposed to do this part, you just probably didn't know. I'm gonna lead it off. Shit, I'm gonna recommend you read Broken Brotherhood. Damn it, my homeboy got a book, and as a matter of fact, as of this recording, it came out October the 4th. Help you, chasers.
You already got yours.
Please make sure you help make this book an Amazon #1 bestseller. A #1 bestseller. It's a fantastic read. I know you'll enjoy it, and I'm taking up all the time talking about my recommendations for the people. But damn it, that's my boy. So y'all deal with it.
And I'm gonna follow up. Look, y'all, I'm not asking for no favors. I'm asking you, if you like stories, to read the book, and then you're going to see how much you like the book. If you haven't read the first one, it's going to make you go back and want to read the first one. It ain't a favor. You pay for your movies, you pay for your music, you pay for your stories, and you enjoy it. On an interview about it. Did I see right? Yeah, I did an interview with our sister, Mimi Brown, who anchors the Black Report on Black Soul. Black Soul's Black Report. Yep. So she did the interview. But get the book, read the book, enjoy the book. Because people are like, all right, I'm getting your book. I see the numbers. And I know who gets the book because they tell me they got the book, and they show me the book, and they tweet me the book, and they IG me the book. You don't got to pull my leg. If you ain't going to get the book, don't say nothing. But if you enjoy reading, get the book. So, but that's not my recommendation for the people. My recommendation for the people is, yeah, I'll do a book discussion. Yes, whenever, just let me know. Pull together the book club. I'll come to your book club. My recommendation is that you listen to Countdown with Keith Olbermann. Countdown with Keith Olbermann. If you don't know who Keith Olbermann, he's a tall white guy with gray hair. I think he might be all white now. He used to do the sports on ESPN, but he studied journalism. He's a journalist. And then he ended up on MSNBC, and he had his own show, Keith Olbermann. Countdown with Keith Olbermann on MSNBC. And then they wanted to get it off the air. He ultimately, because of some snafu, ended up leaving MSNBC and got paid. As he put it, he never has to work for money again. But he has brought back Countdown, and now it's in a podcast form. So go get it on your podcast. Whatever you think you know about what's going on in America, you need to get it from Keith, because the man is a critic. He tells the truth, and he speaks hard. He's not going to sugarcoat nothing, and he's funny from the beginning of the show to the end of the show. Y'all need to listen to Countdown with Keith Olbermann. Go on and podcast that. So pass it on off to Neil or John.
I'm thinking about it, but I will say this. No matter, my recommendation is, no matter what age you think you are, no matter what you're going through in life, no matter what obstacles you may feel that you have, go ahead and chase your dreams, man. Like, I got to salute Ra, and it's not just a hop along, to really salute him. This has been a passion of his. He's been consistent with it. He took some time off between book 1 and book 2, but we know for a fact, we all know that's his passion. And despite whatever time it took, because there were times I think he had, what do you call it, Ra? When writer's block. When
I didn't have writer's block. I just didn't do. I was being lazy.
Okay, fair enough.
I was just being lazy.
But with that being said, doing this book was his passion. So I'm saying, whatever your passion is, there's no age that's too old to do it. You know what I'm saying? You might be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever your passion is, go and do it, because it's going to be worth it in the long run. So just chase your passion. Go ahead, John.
Speaking of chasing passions, I think that everybody, I'm also absolutely asking for a favor. Listen to my radio show, which you can get on tacomaradio.org. Every other Wednesday, you can
The
go
night
on
out.
TAKOMARADIO, tacomaradio.org, and check out my radio show. I play a lot of different kind of music. For those of you who might follow me on social media, you might have an idea of the kind of music that I play. Speaking of music that I play, I'm going to be hosting part of a music festival this Saturday. For those of you who might be in the Washington, D.C. area, called Down in the Reeds. It's going to be this Saturday on the former Walter Reed campus. It's free, but you have to RSVP. So yeah, look that up, Google it, Down in the Reeds. We're going to have a good time out there. So those are my 2 recommendations. That and grab it. You know what I'm saying?
Broken Brotherhood.
Homa, that's it. Exactly.
I got the hardback.
Yeah, I'm poor. I had to get the paperback joint.
I'm going with the hardback.
Right. I was about to get the Kindle joint, but I was like, oh no, let me get this. I got to put it on.
I'm gonna wait for the audio version to come out as well.
There you go.
People sleep on Kindle because they got this Kindle Unlimited. If you get a Kindle Unlimited membership, you can actually get the book and read it for free. Right. But to pull a thread on what KG said, we're working on the audio book right now. I'm not going to tell you who's doing it and all that good stuff, but we're working on the audio book. And then when we're ready to drop it, he's also working on a promo piece for it. So for those who like to listen, just give me some time. We got you on the Audible.
I think you'll like it.
There you have it. Well, I mean, with that said, we're going to make sure that everybody knows. We want to thank you all for listening. Please like, share, subscribe to this show. We are available everywhere. Like I said, Spotify, iTunes, anywhere that you might want to be. New episodes are going to be dropping every Monday. So check us out, especially on Instagram. The discussion goes down on Instagram for real. So yeah, follow us. Like I said, Straight No Chaser, the podcast. We always out there. Turn your notifications on so you get, the latest update of when we're putting something out every Monday. And our next live show is going to be November 3rd at 8:30. So November 3rd, 8:30, join us back here doing our thing.
Eastern Standard Time.
EST, that's right. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, that's dope. That's my mama's birthday.
There you go. There you go. Straight No Chaser, the podcast, is a production with Dana Bingham Guanilio of Makeda Filmworks, and our original theme music was created by Midnight Michael. Gentlemen, I think that's it. We appreciate you tuning in. Once again, what can we say? Fellas, that's about it.
That's it.
Got anything else for them?
No,
y'all
sir.
Good. Treat yourselves well. And always remember, please continue to make money. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.